Welcome to MotoGP World. Today is February 2, 2026, and we have significant developments in the MotoGP paddock to share with you. First, the controversy involving Ducati and Pramac Racing continues to make headlines. More than a year has passed since Ducati decided to sign Marc Márquez for their factory team, a move that once again blocked Jorge Martin from joining the official Ducati lineup despite his strong performances over several seasons. Paolo Campinotti, team principal of Pramac Racing, has openly criticized Ducati for breaking their word in this so-called Marquez case. Ducati had promised Martin that if Marquez declined to join the factory team, Martin would be promoted. However, when Marquez publicly stated he would only move to the factory team or compete on a factory-spec bike with Gresini and not return to Pramac, Ducati prioritized retaining Marquez at all costs. This decision led to a strained relationship with Martin, who felt betrayed and ultimately signed with Aprilia to defend his world champion status. Campinotti condemned Ducati for not honoring their commitment, explaining that the situation was more than just professional. It created a human rift between Martin and the Italian manufacturer. Not only did Ducati lose Martin, but also the long-standing partnership with Pramac Racing, which switched to Yamaha machinery for 2025. Ducati replaced Martin with Marquez, who justified the gamble by dominating the 2025 season with 25 wins. This shakeup underlines the high-stakes negotiations and personal dynamics behind the scenes in top-tier MotoGP racing. Moving on to testing news, Alex Espargaro demonstrated impressive form by topping the timesheets at the final day of the shakedown test in Sepang, Malaysia. The Honda rider clocked a best lap of 1:57.173, shaving nearly a full second off his time from 2 days earlier. His brother Paul Espargaro, riding for Red Bull KTM, was close behind with a 1:57.299, showing strong sibling rivalry. French Yamaha rider Fabio Quartararo posted the third best time, followed by Spaniard Alex Rins and Australian Jack Miller. Young Brazilian Diogo Moreira showed notable improvement, going from nearly 2 o'clock minutes down to 1:58.338, finishing ahead of former Honda rider Dani Pedrosa, who ended the day with a respectable 1:58.464. Ducati's test rider Michel Pirro, despite suffering a couple of crashes, worked hard throughout the sessions and secured. We continue with more information from the recent shakedown tests at Sepang ahead of the official MotoGP preseason testing starting February 3rd. The third and final day of these shakedown sessions saw a fascinating duel between the Espargaro brothers, with Alex Espargaro finishing fastest. Alex set an impressive lap time of 1:57.173, a mark that nearly touched the 1:56 range and would have been enough for a fourth-place qualifying position at last year's Malaysian Grand Prix. The event took place under the intense Malaysian heat, challenging both riders and machines over a long day from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. local time. These tests involved a mix of wildcard riders, rookies, and Yamaha riders with concessions, all pushing the limits of the track and their equipment in preparation for the upcoming official tests. Alex and Paul Espargaro were the clear protagonists of the day. Paul started strong in the morning, leading with a 1:57.299, but Alex responded fiercely, riding the Honda test team bike and debuting new aerodynamic parts that helped him reclaim the #1 spot with a marginal advantage of just 126 thousandths of a second over his younger brother. This close family rivalry is not only exciting for fans, but also demonstrates the high level of competition within the team and family. Fabio Quartararo, a key figure in this season's championship fight, secured third place with a 1:57.690. His performance was particularly encouraging, as it confirmed the promising debut of Yamaha's new V4 motor, which is expected to bring significant improvements in power and reliability. Just behind Quartararo was Alex Rins, who clocked a 1:57.892 after pushing hard in the final minutes of the session, followed by Jack Miller from Pramac Yamaha in fifth with a 1:58.94. This tightly packed top five signals a competitive field once the official preseason testing gets underway. On the rookie front, there was much to appreciate as well. The Brazilian rider Diogo Moreira continued to impress, momentarily rising to fifth place during the session and ending sixth overall with a best lap of 1:58.338. Moreira knocked more than 1.5 seconds off his previous day's best time, a testament to his rapid adaptation to MotoGP machinery and circuits. Toprak Razgatlioglu, still finding his rhythm in the Premier class, finished eighth with a notable improvement of 0.34 seconds over his Friday time, showing that his learning curve is climbing steadily. Dani Pedrosa, and to finish, we turn our attention to the promising developments within Honda and its satellite team LCR for the 2026 MotoGP season. Honda unveiled their 2026 model with a wave of optimism, featuring riders Joan Mir and Luca Marini. Mir, who secured 2 podiums in 2025, and Marini expressed strong confidence in their machinery, with Marini boldly predicting a victory this year. Honda's technical staff, led by Alberto Puig, emphasized continuous improvement, highlighting the strides made last year and the eagerness to fight consistently for podium finishes. The new Honda bike has been described by test rider Alex Espargaro as the best MotoGP machine he has ever ridden, signaling a significant leap forward for the manufacturer that aims to reclaim its place at the top of the grid. HRC's commitment is clear, supported by a new European base intended to boost development and further support their skilled riders. Meanwhile, Honda's LCR team has also presented its new RCV motorcycles, showcasing a compelling blend of experience and youthful talent for 2026 with Johan Zarco and newcomer Diogo Moreira. Zarco, coming off a stellar 2025 including a win in France and a Silverstone podium, enters his 18th season with renewed focus and calm determination to handle the long championship battle. Moreira, the reigning Mototwo World Champion, arrives at MotoGP with a 3-year contract and the backing of Pro Honda as a key future asset. His debut tests were promising, clocking competitive times and showing a positive adaptation to the powerful MotoGP prototype. The Brazilian rookie aims primarily to learn and enjoy his first season while engaging in a rookie battle with other newcomers, such as Toprak Razgatlioglu, which promises to be an exciting subplot of the year. LCR's approach reflects Honda's broader strategy by building a solid foundation, blending veteran skill and emerging talent to revive Honda's competitive edge. With these fresh lineups and technical advancements, both Honda and LCR are set to be major contenders this season, fueling anticipation and hope among fans and insiders alike. The pressure is on the teams to translate this potential into performance as the season unfolds, but the spirit and preparation suggest this could be a breakthrough year for Honda in MotoGP. And that's all for today on MotoGP World. Thanks for joining us and see you soon with more MotoGP news.